So step number 2 is research. And again, if you want to go through this at any stage, you can go onto the website boostly.co.uk and go down to the blog section, and you can see it on the step 2 of 5. So step number 1, as we went over, was plan. Number 2 is research. So this is when a guest has done the Google search. They've discovered what they want, whether it's a vague search such as hotels in insert town or name, or if it's a more of a bespoke option, so pet friendly properties in insert town or city. And it's what do you do next? So it's how do you get them to stop from just scrolling or clicking around? So when they go onto the site, how can you get them to go from a scroll to a click? And 9 out of 10 times it comes down to images. That first image has to draw people in, because you don't get a lot of text here, and people don't want to read a lot of text here. They want the thing that draws their attention is the image. So for example, an image like this really does sort of give across the opinion, not the opinion, the impression of what their unique selling point is. And that's the most key thing here. So for example, the ox pasture, beautiful gardens, a countryside property, travel lodge. It's all about budget, but it's a really nice clear image with nice bedding, no creases or anything like that. A bad example would be this one here. It's dark, it's dingy. So my advice would be, and it's not like I'm not going to say this to the faces because I'm speaking to the Riverland at the moment, the Riverland Hotel, it needs to be a lot better. So you compare that room photo with that room photo. That room photo looks clean, nice, clear, welcoming. That one looks like it's from the Bates Motel. So it's just little things that you can do just to draw that people in, and that's really clear. Now obviously when someone's doing a search and they want to go a little bit step further, they will fine tune it. So one of the options would be they're going to fine tune the cost, for example. They're going to obviously have, if they've got a specific need, for example, pets allowed near a beach, etc., they'll click on there. So you just got to make sure that when you set up your listing on any of these sites, doesn't matter whether it's booking.com, TripAdvisor, Trivago, you name it, doesn't matter where they go, you got to make sure that your listing is set up correctly and it's attracting the type of people that you want in your property. Obviously a big aspect will be reviews, and we'll go on to that in a second. But yeah, so the main thing is that when anybody comes onto any of these listing sites and they're looking to do a bit of research, make sure that you've got your price point sorted. Make sure you've got all of your amenities sorted, and also as well make sure that your reviews are in line. So that's really what number 2 is looking at. This stage of the booking process, they are looking to make sure that their needs is matching with what you can provide, and you've got to make sure that you put it down. And again, the same goes with your website. You've got to make sure that as soon as somebody is doing the research, so say for example that they're coming onto your website for the first time, they've found you and they're doing a bit of research, make sure that the first thing that they see is exactly what they need. So for example, we're all about farm stay property at the Granary, so make sure that they know that they can eat, which they can, sleep and explore. We say that's our tagline: eat, sleep, explore at the Granary. Nice big button to let them know where they can book now if they want to. Again, it just explains here that one of the benefits of booking now. Away from the sight, sounds and smells of towns and cities, our location offers a secluded and quiet atmosphere to sit back and enjoy a break from your daily routine. So that really is what our property is all about. and we just conveyed it in a nice, easy sentence. And again, everything that they need is on this property. They can find out about the tea rooms, the wildlife farm. They get the reviews. So what I try to do with this, and when I work with the website designer, is that we got everything across from what we're all about. And again, doesn't matter whether we're talking about a listing site here. So again, our image is exactly what we are about. It's farm stay property. Try to get across the animals because it's an image that will draw eyes to it. So when you are clumped in with lots and lots of different properties, what is your unique selling point? What is your number one image that you use to sell it? Now you may be thinking, well, I'm just a terrace house in the middle of a town. Try and get your best room with lots of lighting. For example, Carton House right here. One of my clients, the exterior of the building isn't the best. It is what it is. So we focused on an image, bright lights, nice beds, and we put that on, and it works. Now it's a great place to check on this is your stats. So for all these listing sites, you can find out how many times you appear in the search results. And then the next graph will always show you how many times people are clicking on you. So if your listing is appearing, say, 100,000 times in the search results, but you're only getting clicked on 100 times, and you can see that the other properties are getting booked up around you, then go back to the basics. How can you improve? Is it your photographs? Is it what you're offering? Is your amenities not set up correctly? Make sure that you go back to the basics before you can progress and improve. So that's research.